Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Real quick, you got to excuse my voice. Salaki is kind of low. I got strep and a sinus infection. Curses, man. But so you got to kind of excuse my voice. But I wanted to piggyback on Apostle Gabar's video, which is a good video that he did, titled Recompense and Payback, roughly paraphrasing it, when he went into the whole Tariq Nasheed ordeal about reparations, which reparations means to restore, okay? Means to restore and to make right, so to speak, because and it's a damn good video. I'm actually still in the process of watching it, and he went into some vital information about how the Federal Reserve note is deteriorating by the second as we always go into the devaluing of the dollar, how the dollar is basically a fiat currency, all right, which dollar goes into the word measurement, okay, because you measure your riches or you measure your wealth by certain values, like you got gold, you got a talent of gold, or you got gold, you got silver. And when you exchange, you measure it by the weight, so to speak. That's how you get your your equal value, so to speak. So with that being said, he went into some information about Eustace Mullins and Jekyll Island, the establishing of the Fed in 1913, which makes a lot of sense because if you go into the book or the movie or the history of the Titanic, we believe that ship was actually sabotaged because you had a lot of important people from JP Morgan to different moguls and elites around the world coming here to protest the establishing of the Federal Reserve, because when you establish a Fed under a private entity, so to speak, then you could have complete control operating as a shadow government out of the likes of people or out of the shadow or out of the light of people, so to speak. And he went into that, and I was trying to find information on YouTube about the establishment of Jekyll Island, but it wasn't too much information out there, so I'm assuming they clipped a lot of those videos of Eustace Mullins. But Jake, they're simple because, you know, Tariq Nasheed, he had basically a rally of Jakes out there talking about they want reparations. And yeah, reparations is right. We do want reparations, but reparations is going to come in the form of enslaving the Edomites first and foremost. Okay, Esau has to be enslaved because that's the only right. Like the scriptures tell you in Baruch, the 4th chapter, it says, suffer patiently for the wrath that the Most High has brought upon you until you make thy enemies thy footstool. Okay, so our condition as we in as a race of people is due to our flat out rebellion of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Hence the reason why you have Jake in ghettos, you have them in public school systems, as we call public food systems. Okay, my women are out of order. Okay, we're the first fire, last hired. We get hit with all types of debts and bills, child support, tax trouble. All these things are part of the protocol of what we had to undergo as a nation, you know. So with that being said, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's got to, hey, Yahweh Shai gonna get that back in blood, man. And it's only right because, hey, the scriptures say he that leadeth into captivity should go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, so that's our patience and that's our faith. We believe in that. Okay, we believe in that because through the Spirit, that's what the scriptures say. And that's why brothers are constantly going out every week and pushing his word and standing up for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man, because the scriptures say, who would stand up for me? You know, for righteousness' sake, and declaring the downfall of this man. Because Esau has a lot of payback. He has a lot to pay for, man. And I mean, he has a lot to pay for, a lot to atone for. And he's going to drink the whole cup of the Lord's wrath. Okay? Because it go into that in the book of Lamentations, I believe it's the 5th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. It says the punishment of thy iniquity is ended, O daughter of Zion. So Esau, Edom, now your punishment, as far as enslaving the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, lying to us, man, feeding us bogus philosophies, all these things, you have to pay for that, man. You know, And he made excellent points in that video about the Tariq Nasheed, you know, because Tariq Nasheed, I believe he sold out. I believe he's working for the establishment of Esau. I believe he's working for the Amalekites to push that, because Jake don't know what real money is. You know, Jake think that generational wealth is one token out of their captivity. But I ask any of you Jakes out there, have you ever experienced generational wealth? Have you ever experienced money being passed down from your ancestors up until this day that you don't have to work or suffer no more? Hell no, man. And I'll be the first to admit that I had a very wealthy father. My father was very rich. He wasn't rich, but he had a lot of money. I'll put it to you this way. He was Jake rich. He had money. It wasn't nothing that he couldn't buy. You think I got any of that? Hell no. You think my kid got any of that? Hell no. So this whole generational wealth that you Jakes are trying to break the cycle of, well, I want to start this business, X and Y and Z. But you got to understand that you're under the curses. Okay, and the Lord is not going to allow your generational wealth increase follow you down your line. It's not going to happen that way, because something is going to happen in the midst, that something is going to destroy the business. You're going to get discouraged, or something is going to happen that is going to put you in debt. You're going to have to file bankruptcy and X, Y, and Z. Now, you may have certain Jakes that may sneak through the cracks, but even with that, there's still a struggle, man, you know, because we're under curses at this time, you see. But nonetheless, you got typed on a comment board. The Quam. This is the book of 2 Maccabees 1:28. It says, "Punish them that oppress us, and with pride do us wrong." That's, hey, your pop, brother, the water. You know, it says, "Punish them that oppress us, and pride that do us wrong." And that's talking about you Edomites, man. Okay, because hey, when you read the Maccabees, we was under the captivity of the Greeks. Okay, to be furthermore Antiochus Epiphanes, or Antiochus IV, which is basically one of Alexander's 4 generals that pretty much set up the Seleucid dynasty. All right, and took over the Jeddah of Jerusalem, Judea, okay, Greece, parts of Rome, etc., and had us in captivity and dealt with us through the sword and colonization. And that's why when you go into the book of Romans and Galatians, when it stated no Jew nor Greek, the Hellenization period came during this time of the Maccabees. But see, you don't understand that history because they took the Apocrypha out. Like in my study Bible at home, they have something which is called In Between the Testaments. And they go into the Hellenization period briefly about how Jake was Hellenized, man. You see what I'm saying? But nonetheless, even this day forward, we're being dealt with by our oppressors, man, very rigorously. All right. And that's what Jake don't understand. They feel like because they have these jobs, they can start businesses and have the illusion of generational wealth. They really believe in their mindset that they can break the trend, but you can't break these generational curses, man, because Yahweh Shah has put them on us. Now, is that to say don't try to establish something for yourself? No, because I mean, you got Jake out here, they prosper, they do things, but overall, if you're looking to get wealthy and you're looking to establish yourself independent from Esau, that's going to be a hard ordeal, because Esau, he's not going to allow that, because he's not going to allow you to get above him in his society. It's not going to happen. That's why when you go into these celebrities, you know, people like Nick Cannon, Kanye, look at what they did to Ye. Ye was probably the wealthiest so-called African-American, or the wealthiest Jake, I said that way. Wealthiest Jake in entertainment. And look what they did to him. They stripped him down to millionaire status in a matter of days. So how much more you Jakes when you get out of pocket with Esau? Which proves that we're in slavery, we're in captivity under the so-called white man. And you have to understand your enemy before you can know how to defeat him. Okay, the thing of it is, you Jakes, you still don't know who your enemy is. Okay, you still believe that the white man is a good person, all because he give you a job, he show you the real estate, he show you the housing market, he shows you how to build so-called wealth. You think he's your friend? No, because it's things he's not telling you that he knows the ins and out of, that he's not gonna let you get a foothold in. All right, but hey, all that's getting ready to come to an end, because hey, the Lord said, "Would you render me a recompense? And surely, but swiftly, I will return that recompense upon your own head," man. You know. So this is the book of 2 Maccabees 7:31. It says, "And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of Yahweh. That's right. And that's Esau and you other nations. Okay, from you Moabites to you Ammonites to you Hamites to you Ishmaelites to you Elamites. All you nations have had a hand on afflicting our people, man. Starting with the so-called white man first and foremost, okay? He's the ultimate oppressor, okay? And the other nations, they follow out his footsteps because, hey, the Most High has given them the green light to put hell on our people. All right, so with that being said, you know, hey, brothers, we got to take this punishment with patience and, hey, pray to the Lord that he comes back soon to destroy our enemies, man. All right, because, hey, this devil, he's not going to stop, you know? And like we've been telling you, Israelites, he's not going to give you reparations in the form of money, Federal Reserve notes, because he don't have it. And why would you want reparations in the form of Federal Reserve notes when the money is being devalued and you have to spend it back with him anyway? It don't make any sense. Reparations is going to come with the liberty of our nation being liberated, and we're going to get reparations in the form of enslaving the oppressor, according to Jeremiah. Take who captives they were, and they should rule over their oppressors. So that's the reparation you, Jake, should be striving for, not greenbacks, not money that's been devalued. Because when they set up the Federal Reserve in 1913, the fiat currency, or the dollar, that was already meant to fail. Okay, they set that up to fail because they knew after 100 years or so, currency bottoms out about 100 years and it loses its value. Now, when you do the math from 1913 to 20 years, it's been over 100 years. That's the reason why they're getting ready to phase out this dollar and they're getting ready to go over to digital currency now. Hence the MOTB or the CHIP. Okay, and let's just say if Esau did want to give you Jake's reparations, he gonna make you take that MOTB. Let's say if I get every black, Hispanic, and Native American family $10 million, but you got to take the CHIP. You know how many niggas gonna take that? Jake gonna run down there and get that microchip. And hey, that may be a way he can do it. It says he forces all small and great, rich and poor to receive a mark in their forehead or in their hands. So he can very well do that. You know what I'm saying? He can say, well, you know what? If y'all take the CHIP, I'll give y'all each $10 million in reparations, but it's gonna be credited to your chip account. You know how many niggas gonna do that, man? They gonna sell out immediately. Because Jake, Jake don't have any integrity, man. You know, because the only thing Jake want is a nice car, a nice house, and a good looking, a bad bitch. That's all niggas. That's how small minded niggas are. They want they want a nice house, they want a car in the front yard, and they want a bad Keisha. That's all niggas want, man. Which proves that your level of thinking is totally just lethargic. It's small minded, man. And I see why the Most High got to destroy the 2/3 of you people, man. But Jake always been simple. That's why the scriptures say that, hey, you're as a sheep that's led to the slaughter, because sheep are very docile, very lame. They're very tame creatures, man. You can put something before them that looks appealing, and they're going to go for it all day. That's just how simple our people are. That's how simple they is, man. You know? But anyway, let me see what else you brothers typed here. The Quam 4, Psalm 72 and 4. And you got to slack in my voice, brother. I got the strep throat, man. I don't know, Esau's is spraying some shit out here. My throat been sore for like 6 days now, so I got to go get some of Esau's fucking, his narcotics for this shit. Sucks, man. But anyway, and it reads, Psalm 72 and 4 says, he should judge the poor of the people, and he shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. And when Jake reads scriptures like this, they don't have patience. They don't apply this to themselves, okay? Because in their mindset, they want to get it now. And that's one thing about our people. Jake is very impatient. And I get it to some degree because we've been without for so long, so you want it now. But, hey, they say patience is virtue because the type of glory that Yahweh Shai has revealed in us and what he's going to do for our people is going to be like night and day. You're going to tell yourself like, well, look, I should have waited for this 10 times, you know. But Jake, we got to be patient, man. Just be patient, because this man kingdom is falling. His society is crumbling. The dollar's weakened. Hey, he can't control it. You got riots breaking out all over the earth. I mean, you got fucking riots in Zhangzhou, China. You got riots over there in France. You got riots everywhere, man. People are protesting here. These people, they're through, man. Oh, shit. I should have got over. Give me one. Slovakia. People are protesting and rioting. You know, they're in all types of turmoil. So this man, he can't even keep his society intact. So we ain't got too much longer to go. You know, he's through. He can't even stop the wars that he's having over there in Ukraine. You know, he's getting ridiculed and getting called out over there in Poland. One guy from Poland, when he saw the American military in his country, he said, "Are y'all coming here to spread sodomy?" Because it's a known fact that Americans go over there, they commit adultery, they rape women, you know, and they perform all types of debaucherous acts of different nations. Like when mercenaries and so forth, let's just say if you had Blackwater troops or mercenaries that's paid for hire to destroy and fuck people up, that's what America do. They go to different countries and they put hell on people. They rape women, they bomb villages. They're not the good guy. That's why everybody hates this place. So he can't even fight the wars he has on one front because he's too spread thin. So we ain't got too much longer to go, man. And Esau, he knows he's through. You know, it's just our simple ass people. They're in the way of that, so they gotta go. You know. But this is the book of 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. That's right. Joel 3:7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them, which is America. Okay, mainly America. The bulk of the deliverance is going to come from here, from Babylon. And it says, and will return and recompense upon your own head. Meaning because we're going to enslave you. We're going to put you in captivity. Okay, we're going to enslave you and we're going to get our substance back. Like the scriptures say, you should vomit up those riches. We're going to get our substance back from you devils. All right. And it's just a matter of time before the Lord allows us to have our way with you Edomites, man. It's just being patient. And it says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians and the people afar off. The Lord have spoken it. So, hey, the slave trade is coming back, baby. In the form of the Israelite slave trade. We're going to be selling it. It's going to be the Edomite slave trade. Getting a call right now, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm at my destination. All praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. And with that, shalom and the bubble ball. Shalom.